Okay, this is our video demo of our Bridgeport variable speed milling machine. It's got a 42-inch table, brand new guarding system, 2-axis DRO, and it's got power feed in the X. So I'm going to run through the machine now, show you it all working, but obviously please come down and see it for yourself in real life. Okay, so the X, the lead screws on this are like absolutely brand new. They're absolutely beautiful all the way across. Same in the Y-axis, the beds are in great condition. Lead screws also all been serviced, all been stripped down, serviced. Had all the lube, pipe and all the metering units changed. Same with the knee, we've replaced the knee bearing and it's all running absolutely great. Really nice and smooth there. All the locks have been serviced. So the Y, the knee and the X have all been serviced, all working great. So I'll just power up on the X-axis now. And you can see that this power feed, which is actually brand new, comes with a 1-year warranty. It's got, you can put it, set it to wherever you want on the feed. It's also got rapid override. As you take your finger off the feed button, the rapid override button, it goes back to the feed, whatever you set it at. So these are adjustable stops, you can move them or wherever you need to be, but just there's some hidden stops under there. Just don't take them off and don't take these past those stops and it'll be fine. They're there for a reason. There's a scale on the back and they're to stop the scale being damaged. Okay, so moving on, you've got an LED light here and this is IP65 sealed. So that's a really nice feature, especially as the dark nights, as the nights draw in, as we're getting to that point now. Really handy to have the lights there. Okay, so moving on, we're going to test the variable speed head and the quilt. Fire it up on the quilt, on the variable speed head. We're running around 1200 RPM and you can hear how quiet that is. It's lovely. We spent a lot of time making sure the heads are really nice. All the way up to 3000, still lovely and quiet. Back down to 2000, just so you can hear it running. I'll just be quiet for a second. Then all the way down to 500 RPM. In reverse, it's just as quiet. That's 1000 in reverse. Up to 2000 and all the way to 3000. Okay, I'll just hit the brake just to show you it does work. Right, I'll just move the handle out the way for when we're swapping out to low range. So this is a multi-position handle, you can put it wherever you like. It's a really nice feature as well. So if you want to go from high to low, push this handle in, turn it round. Sometimes you have to turn the spindle too. Make sure it's locked in before you fire up, and then you're good to go. That's just as quiet in low range as you can hear. So now instead of doing 1300, we're actually doing 150 RPM. All the way to the top, that's 350. And then back down to 220. All the way down to the bottom, which is 60 RPM. In reverse, just as quiet in reverse. We go to 120, 160, 220 and 300. It's all lovely and quiet. Okay, so to test the quill now, I'm going to just going to swap over to high range before we test the quill, because otherwise it'll be a little bit slow. So before I do that, I'm going to go to the neutral position, which is just here. There is actually a notch for it. When the handle's facing towards the table, that's the neutral position. And you'll find that the spindle will freewheel for clocking up any PCDs. And that just showed you that that is there. It's all present. There's no problems with it. Okay, so move the handle to the next position, lock it in, fire up on the high range, and now we can test the quill. So move it over to this side, engage the feed lever here. And you can see we're feeding down. Now there's a forward and reverse knob here. I'll reverse that in a second. That comes in, it moves in and out, and that can reverse the quill even though we're still going the same way on the spindle. You see it'll trip out itself now. Trips out just great. Now you can't engage it if it's all the way at the bottom or all the way at the top, so we're just going to come off the bottom now. So we've just come off a little bit. I've also made sure, before I did that, I made sure the quill lock wasn't on. So we can engage now. Sorry, I'll just reverse it, to apologise. So we need to reverse it with this feed reverse knob, and this needs to come out. So that comes out, and then you engage the feed lever, and then it feeds back up now. So for every spindle speed, you've got 3 different feeds. That's the highest, that's the slowest, this is with this handle here, and that's the medium now, and it works great in all 3. Back to the highest feed rate now. As it comes to the top, it'll trip out as well. There we go. Okay, so there's also a quill lock here. I'll push that down and you see the quill's locked. Brand new coolant pipes, so in feed and out feed coolant pipes are all new. There's a brand new coolant pump in the back there. This machine's also fitted with a DC brake option, so that's operated on this switch here. So it's a beautiful machine. Please obviously come down and see it for yourself in real life, and many thanks for watching.